Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaReal, and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile. Today kicks off the first Fantasy Finals event of NBA 2K Mobile Season 5 and the first event for the Historic Greats 2000 theme. The top rewards for this theme are going to be Topaz Kevin Garnett, Jade Gilbert Arenas, and Pearl Carmelo Anthony. The power requirements you need to have before the event starts is 40k for Topaz, 55k for Jade, and 65k for Pearl. Now personally, these are all top tier cards, and Garnett is a solid power forward. Now the key with Fantasy Finals is to pick the matchup that you can win every game, because you will have to win a ton of games to complete this event. I prefer to play on the hard mode since it awards the most points, and with the 20% style bonus from the theme players, it's a much better grind. Now, exactly how long is the grind, right? So I got a little point breakdown, and there are some images on the screen that you can look at as well. It breaks down the amount of points you earn for each mode: easy, medium, and hard, and based on the style bonus that you have for your squad. And ultimately, it will tell you how many games you need to win in order to complete the event and obtain the 60,000 points in order to get the final reward. So if you're only playing on easy and you got no style bonus, it's going to take you 300 games to complete this event. If you got 100% style bonus, be 150 wins to complete the event. Now, if you're able to get doublers, then it'll only be 75. So you get the idea? Now, if we're going to the medium, I'll give you a few more examples. If you're playing with no style bonus, it's going to take you 172 wins. If you got 100%, it'll be 86 wins. And if you got doublers, then it'll just be 43 wins. Now, sometimes you're going to be mixing and matching. You might play easy, you might play medium. But if you can play all your games on hard, it really will speed up the time that it takes to complete the event. Now, if you play on hard, no style bonus, it will take 120 wins. Now, if you have 100% style bonus, it'll take 60 wins. And if you do have the doublers, you can complete this event just by winning 30 games. So you definitely can speed up your progress if you have coins and if you have doublers. But remember, you have to win every game, right? You are going to lose some, so it could take a little bit longer. But now, in order to get the 100% style bonus, you need a player for each position. And in Fantasy Finals, you normally need the higher power tier players to win the hard matchups, and the lower tier players can be used for the easy or medium matchups. Now, if you don't have the positions filled, you can craft a missing player or use a courtside pass player, which includes Amethyst Jason Tatum, Anthony Davis, Onyx Karl Anthony Towns, James Harden, Diamond Luka, Zion Williamson, Pink Diamond John Morant, Kevin Durant, Galaxy Opal Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Dark Matter Dirk Nowitzki, LeBron James, if you were lucky enough to unlock them already, Pearl Michael Jordan. Each of these players have the ticket holder ability, which rewards a 10% style bonus. Now, as far as how to build out your team for this event, the best combination of players: a point guard who can hit spot up threes, and a forward and center who can run pick and roll or pick and pop efficiently. Normally, I like to use a team with LeBron and Shaq as an example. If you have the historic great Shaquille O'Neal, he has a high power, he is a theme player, and he's perfect for the pick and roll. If you need a LeBron James and you don't have the courtside player, I've been talking about this a lot. You have an opportunity to craft a LeBron James from the All NBA theme if you have 12 collectibles from that theme and 35 Topaz rings. Now, people have been asking me what's the best way to get the Topaz rings. I'll quickly point this out. I was going to make a dedicated video for it, and I still will, because I'm going to feature other rings. But the best way to get the Topaz rings is by playing tourneys. And if you play the first round of the Jade tourney, if you look right at the bottom of the screen, it says you get a Topaz ring for each assist that you get with Magic Johnson. So the key is to get an assist with Magic Johnson in the first quarter of the game. And then after that, you can simulate the rest of the game. And you do that for each round, right? You have to win 4 games in order to finish this first round of the tourney. So you'll be able to get 4 Topaz rings every time. And this is really the best way to grind. Now, if you don't have Magic Johnson, another advantage of having a courtside pass is that if you get enough points to get up to day 22 or 23, you can get Diamond Magic Johnson as one of the players that are rewarded in the courtside pass. So it gives you another reason to pick it up, because you can use this Magic Johnson to grind the topaz rings for sure. That's what I've been doing, and that's how come I have enough rings to craft LeBron James. If you want to know more tips on getting rings, just let me know. I will make a follow-up video and talk about all the other rings in the game as well. Now, the key, like every game, is to outscore your opponent and to limit your opponent's possessions, so to use most of the time on the shot clock. So if you're going to be running pick and rolls, you should probably start when there's around 10 seconds on the clock. That gives you enough time to get your other player to drive to the rim. It's important to use the reroll button for an opponent that has a power that's not too crazy. If you can find an opponent whose power is similar to yours, or after looking at a bunch of opponents, if you find one that has powers that is lower than the rest of the teams that keep coming up on a reroll, then go with that matchup. You want to pay attention to a couple of things, right? So usually if you see a team that has Stephen Curry or Damian Lillard at point guard, you got to make sure you don't give them an opportunity to get a spot up three. You also want to make sure that if they have their ball, if it is the end of the game, you don't want to give them an opportunity to make a buzzer beater or a long distance three. The same thing goes if they have a Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan at shooting guard. You want to shut down those players. And you can see that that's the meta. Everybody's going to run with either a Damian Lillard or Stephen Curry at point guard, or Kobe or Jordan at shooting guard, right? Because these players are known for hitting buzzer beaters and long distance threes, and they cause a lot of heartbreak. Now, if you notice, even though this team's power is higher than mine, in a hard matchup, you still start with a 2-point lead. So that helps out big time. And if you're able to get a defensive stop, or if you get the ball first and score, it puts you in a good position to win the matchup. And that's why I think the hard mode is much better. Even if you don't have the theme bonus players, you still can get 1,000 points from each match, which makes the grind a lot easier and lowers the amount of games required to finish this event. Now, the point guards you can use for this team are Diamond Chauncey Billups, Galaxy Opal Steve Nash, Topaz Gary Payton, who is craftable, and Jade Gilbert Arenas. The shooting guards you can use for this team are Onyx Manu Ginobili, Diamond Allen Iverson, and Galaxy Opal Doug Christie, and they're both craftable. Now, I don't know if Doug Christie's ever been in the game, I can't recall, but this could be a first-time new player. And then we got a Dark Matter Ray Allen, and you already know, Pearl Tracy McGrady. Now, the small forwards, we got the Matrix, the Onyx Sean Marion, who is craftable. We got a Pink Diamond Vince Carter, who's also craftable. Dark Matter Peja Stojakovic, one of the best shooters in this game. Topaz Paul Pierce, and the Pearl Carmelo Anthony that we sneak peeked over the weekend, who is also craftable. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is Carmelo Anthony and Tracy McGrady both got the prime player ability, which boosts their power by 25% if they are the strongest player on your team. Now, the power forwards you can use for this team are Onyx Lamar Odom, who's craftable, Pink Diamond Chris Webber, who is a gem, Galaxy Opal Chris Bosh, Topaz Kevin Garnett, who I think is the best power forward in this game. As far as gameplay and stats, he is definitely elite. And then Jade Carlos Boozer, who is new to the game and is also craftable. And one thing that stands out looking at Carlos Boozer's stats is that 5 and post scoring. The senses you can use for this team are going to be Diamond Jermaine O'Neal. That's a pretty good card. Pink Diamond Ben Wallace, who has that 6 in strength. We got a Galaxy Opal Yao Ming, which is one of the best centers for head-to-head. Block machine for sure. We got the Jade Paul Gasol that we mentioned earlier. This card is going to be incredible. And then last but not least, we got a Pearl Shaquille O'Neal. Let me know in the comments what squad y'all rocking for the Fantasy Finals event. And I hope everyone has a good grind and good luck. Appreciate the support. I'll catch everybody on the next one. Peace out.